I requested military books. Our students enter as 6th graders. They check out the small amount of books I have. By the time they're in 8th grade, they're asking for more books. If a student wants a book and it's not in the library, I've deprived them of an opportunity to read.
Yeah, so it's really cool to be able to see the books in here so the kids can focus on learning from the different branches.
And I personally am an avid reader, so coming in the library and seeing books about the military, especially the Air Force, is pretty awesome.
Seeing it in a book is different from an iPad because they can actually hold it and physically flip through the pages and just learn a little more that maybe isn't on the iPad. I really felt like there was a need for more cultural books and language books. Every year the 1st graders do a holiday around the world, so they wanted more books that they could use for those holidays.
So this is the music room at Barnett Elementary. Lots of magical things happen here. We sing, we dance, we create music together. Sometimes there's chaos. All kinds of fabulous things happening in the music room at Barnett Elementary. So I wrote a grant for xylophones and metallophones, and it was partially funded, so I received funding for metallophones. So currently I have 3 of each, 3 xylophones, 3 metallophones. So these are really great because they allow the students to create melodies, to be creative and make their own pieces of music. It also allows them to learn how to keep steady beat. They're learning how to read notation. They are creating music collectively as a group, but then also enables them to create music individually as people or in small groups as well. So it has a lot of different uses and it reads through a lot of different dynamics in music. And so it was a little bit of a process, of course, learning how to, they're having to keep steady beat, they're having to learn which notation, proper placement, all of those kinds of things. They played on a variety of instruments, so not just the same one the entire time, and then they were able to create something just amazing and beautiful.
We're using the grant money for the microscopes. Right now, they're using the microscopes to look at plant and animal cells.
It really helps because I can kind of like, not feel what it is, but I can touch things, which is what I do best.
So we have been learning about food webs and about ecosystems and biomes. So what we're doing today is we are actually dissecting owl pellets so that we can learn more about owls and what their prey is based off of the pellets. It was so exciting because science is so much fun. The kids love science. They never know what they're going to walk into from one day to the next. And so whenever that check arrived, the kids were excited too because they didn't understand what the grant parade was originally. But when I told them, hey, you know, hopefully I'm going to get a check because I applied so I can get us some fun science stuff. So the kids were super excited too. They all wanted to take pictures with the check and they wanted to share with their parents that I won money or was awarded money so that we could have more fun in science class.
I am so grateful to anyone who donated money to the Education Foundation in the last year to make this grant possible.
I definitely want to thank all the donors with the Santa Fe, Texas Education Foundation. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my 1st grade teachers because they actually helped me when putting my grant proposal together.
I'd like to thank the Santa Fe Education Foundation for the microscopes.
I'm thankful for the books that have been gifted to this library to increase my knowledge of the military before I proceed further.
Just a thank you. The foundation has been so instrumental in helping me do so many things in this room, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm looking forward to being able to implement new instruments into our space and making music more available to our students and allowing them to create more music.